beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for July 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your monthly reading for July. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome, but you will be pleased to hear that this month, in terms of planetary alignments, it's going to be a lot calmer for everybody. It does give us an opportunity to really slow down, breathe, and really focus on you, your home life, your family, or your soul tribe, and take some time to reevaluate. Now, July is a month to detox any part of your life that has become overwhelming or toxic. For example, if you found yourself being a little bit more negative than usual recently, then it's time to dig deep, discover the trigger in order to dissect and dissolve it so it no longer has power over you. Also, if you tend to take on a lot more than you should and find yourself burnt out and resentful, then you'll be really taking your power back this month and finding an opportunity to really connect to things that make you feel happy and fulfilled. Now, there's always going to be challenges that take us to the next level of consciousness, of course. We do have Venus and Uranus clashing this month, which will cause some unexpected U-turns when it comes to either money, government policies, or even love. And that could be on both a personal or global scale. Just want you to be aware of that. They want me to go one more, so I will. Now, also, Venus starts a really rare retrograde cycle on the 23rd of July, and it's in your sign, okay? So it can be a time where you feel a little bit disconnected from self, okay? Right just before your birthday season, so it's not ideal, shall we say. Happy birthday, of course, for all those beautiful Leos out there who have a birthday in July, and of course, to all of you who have one in August, but we are focusing on July, so you may feel a little bit disconnected right before your birthday month, so you may feel a little bit more withdrawn than usual. You may not even feel like connecting to people for a little bit, but that will pass quite quickly. I want you to be aware. There's a positive aspect to that because we can actually start to slow down and really pause and reflect on things that have not been working really well in your life. So you get an opportunity to tweak your plans. You really get an opportunity to start again or even restructure or just take some time to perfect things before you proceed on anything, okay? Now we do have the buck moon. And the buck moon occurs on the 3rd of July, and that is a time that signifies a peak of the year. It's a powerful time for abundance, as you get the devil card right there, okay? Interestingly enough, the devil card, the tower, and the 6 of Pentacles. That tells me actually that you're really looking at anything that's been very toxic or hurting you in your life, and you're cutting them out quite quickly. Look at that Queen of Swords. You're getting serious this month. And at the end of the month, there is cause for celebration. So you will be actually connecting to people, even though you'll feel a little bit disconnected or like withdrawing at the end of the month, especially since your 12th house is influencing you. You will get out there and have a little bit more fun as you close the month and go into August, okay? Now, this buck moon, I just want you to be aware that this is a time for abundance, building, and strength. It's opening up portals of opportunity for you, and it's also opening yourself up to new ways of living and approaching your routines that you've already set in for your life. It's a super moon, so it will actually feel a lot stronger. Change is afoot when you get this moon. Be prepared for it, and intuitively you are prepared for it, especially since we do have that Cancerian influence. The energy is shifting in that sector, shall we say, and it's really a time for you focusing on what truly matters in your life and cutting out anything that's really a distraction. The full moon is also in the sign of Capricorn, okay? So it's also an opportunity to keep an eye on your finances and really shake things up a little bit to get more organized and really focus on being your best self whilst at the same time reaping the rewards of your hard work. So it is a positive moon. Also, if you've learned any lessons in the past, you may put them into practice this month. So if, for example, you tend to give people who are very toxic in your life a second chance, and you've learned from the past that perhaps this is not a positive way to proceed for you, then you'll actually be a little bit more discerning about the company that you keep this month, and you're not suffering, anybody and their moods, shall we say. You've got the Lover's card as your overarching energy, which means you're focusing on things that you love and you're following your heart. Now, the Lover's card is also about being in the law of attraction. So this month is actually really positive for you because you're attracting what your heart really desires. Some of you may be hoping to find love, and I feel if you are, this is not a love reading for the monthlies, but if you are looking for love, I do feel that there is an opportunity to meet someone, especially at the end of the month, at a social gathering, okay? Somewhere where you go out and have fun. It could be, you doing a hobby, or it could be you being at the gym, somewhere where you put the effort into do something that you love doing. And I really feel that there's someone there who will pay extra attention. Watch this person. It's in their eyes. They'll pay extra attention to you this month. And there is a real opportunity for love there. It's out of the blue. I want you to be aware of that. Suddenly, this could turn into something a little bit more exciting. For those of you who are not looking for love, there could also be a fling on the cards for you if you're single and you're looking for, a quick connection. Not everybody is. It depends on what you're looking for, but I can see it in the energy, so you get to decide what you want there. But the Lover's card at Grassroots is really about checking in with your heart space and seeing where you're at right now and what you want and how to move forward. When you get this card, it really is about you, opening yourself up to examine your motives and your values, what's important to you, and contemplating which path to take, because the Lover's card is a card of choice, and you can take the hard route or you can take the easy route. And I really feel here that you've been going through some difficult energy recently. You may have felt a little bit stuck in a rut. You may have also felt that following your heart has in the past led to pain or sadness or difficulty. But I feel this time you're actually leading with more logic as well. The Queen of Swords there indicates you're being really organized and you've got a plan. So you're not just launching yourself into something thinking, you know what, I'll see how it goes. I really feel there's structure happening for you this month as well. Okay. Now, also when you get the Lover's card, this is a card of really having to make a decision about something. There's something in your life right now that you feel is not helping you. It's toxic. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could even be a food substance, something that perhaps is really tempting, something that you enjoy, but you feel it's not good for you, it's hurting you, okay? Because your protagonist energy, we have the Devil card and we have the Three of Swords. So they're really indicating here that there's something that's very tempting for you. It could be sugar, it could be, a person that you feel very tempted to connect to, but you know that that person's not good for you. There's a little bit of temptation this month for you, but I really feel you're actually checking in with what is healthy for you, and you're recognizing that you do have an opportunity to choose a healthier option, okay? So with the Three of Swords here and the Queen of Swords being very present, I really feel you're cutting out anything that makes you feel less than your best. Now, it could be, as I said, you restructuring your life in order to make sure that you go to bed earlier, if you need to get up early in the morning, get better sleep. It could be exercise routines if you feel like you felt a little bit unmotivated recently. Could even be something that makes you feel bloated and lethargic, or even something you're intolerant to or allergic to, but still, you feel tempted to have it in your diet. Now, with the Devil card as your protagonist energy, some of you may feel a little bit obsessive this month as well about a project or something that's dear to your heart. Now, we can all feel obsessive about things. It's life. It's human nature. It's also about balance. The Six of Pentacles at the end of the month tells me that you're going to make sure that things are organized and restructured in your life and that you are bringing balance. But if you are connecting to a project or there's something on your mind that you may be obsessively overthinking or really focused on, it can mean that you're going to get a job done, of course, especially since your 6th house is influencing you this month. You may feel a little bit like things are tedious, same old thing, just a different day. That repetitive cycle, because the 6th house really is about you getting organized. It's about everyday routines, paying bills, work schedules if you're in the working environment. If you're retired, it can be projects or tasks or responsibilities that you feel you need to accomplish. Also, health will be a factor this month too. And although this house, the 6th house, seems like nothing much is happening and you can feel like it's a little bit of a dull start to the month, it actually, on a grand scale, offers an opportunity to really get your life running smoothly. It influences you in a very important way. But if there's something that, when we tend to get obsessive as humans, it's because we really care about something, okay? But there is always a fine line. So I feel like you're being asked to check in with yourself this month and really ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years' time? Is it worrying me? Is it giving me anxiety? Is it worth having a place in my life? And if the answer is no to all those questions, then, I really feel that you're cutting things out and really bringing a little bit more peace and harmony into your life. Now, we do have the Three of Swords here as well. So this can indicate that things have been a little bit difficult for you. For some of you, and I'm only picking up a small percentage of you, you're going to, you may have had an experience with someone who has been very cutting or very sharp, someone who has hurt you or wounded you in some way with their words. Could have also been with their actions. This person, I feel, will offer an olive branch this month. I definitely get an opportunity coming through for some sort of making up is what I'm getting. It could be a lover, it could be a partner, if you and your partner have been having a few choice words, shall we say, and things have been a little bit tense between your partnership, or even if you've been, a sibling or a member of family, or even someone you work with. I definitely get an opportunity to heal a rift happening here, and I feel that the person that perhaps you've been wounded by, they actually offer the olive branch. So I definitely see some sort of reconciliation there as well. Now, I'm going to pull a card because your protagonist energy tells me that some of you have some big choices to make this month. And you, with the Devil card, you may feel a little bit anxious and you don't want to make the wrong choice. But by following your intuition, I feel like there's a portal of change that offers you an opportunity to free yourself up. The end of the month looks amazing, but the beginning of the month, I got to be honest with you, I can see here that some of you have been contemplating maybe a move or some sort of restructure in your life, and it's causing you a little bit of anxiety or anguish there, and some of you may be feeling a little bit stuck. Even if you don't have to make a decision on something, you may have been feeling a little bit stuck in a rut recently. You may have felt that you just get up in the morning, do the tasks, or do the same old thing, and then, repeat. So with the Tower card present here, it tells me that you are liberating yourself out of a difficult situation, or you're liberating yourself out of a monotonous situation. And I really feel that there's a little bit more adventure, a little bit more spontaneity, a little bit more excitement and fun happening for you at the end of the month. But you may have to restructure a schedule in order to do it, okay? So I'm just clarifying. We got the Judgment card and we got the Nine of Wands. Again, I'm getting this energy to follow your true calling or follow your heart in some aspect. It has been difficult, and you may have been asking or questioning your path and saying, is this the path for me? Is this my true calling? Because Why is it so difficult? Is the universe telling me to give up? Definitely not. I see here that there's a major breakthrough for you. With the Judgment card, this is a card of second chances or getting a second wind, shall we say. I feel like you are reconnecting to things that you enjoy, but also with the Judgment card, you're getting clarity. You're being asked to really connect to things that matter to you at this time and to cut out any distractions. This month, it could be a bit of a wake-up call for you, really about connecting to things that make you happy or that you feel is your true north. And with the Nine of Wands there, it has been difficult and you have been wounded and things, now I don't like the sentence they're giving me, but I'm going to give it to you anyway, because this is what I'm being given in the water. What I'm being given right now, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, is that nothing good is ever easy. Okay, and I don't really like that sentence because, sometimes people can actually connect to something that they really enjoy and it can happen really quickly for you or them. And sometimes things that are really important to us never show up. And I feel it's about divine timing. You're going to see a lot of divine timing. Round about mid-month for you, there's a portal of opportunity opening up that almost breaks your bad luck or breaks the stagnancy in your life, giving you an opportunity to have a breakthrough. The Nine of Wands tells me that you're close to burnout, that something that perhaps has been either worrying you or making you feel stuck, or even in some way hurting you. I keep getting this energy. You're having a breakthrough and you're making a decision about, no, I don't allow it to have control over my life. With the Nine of Wands, and this is quite a deep reading actually, with the Nine of Wands, I really get an energy of you reevaluating some circumstances before you take the next step. And I feel like you're on the right path, but with the Judgment card, I feel like you're leaving part of your old life behind. And I feel like you're sort of elevating to the next level in a really positive way. The Judgment card is actually a wonderful card because it is about you being on your true prosperity path. And I feel that you're at that fork in the road where you're kind of restructuring and reaching for a new life, but you must purge the things that hinder you or prevent you from being your best self. And it's difficult, okay? These two cards, you're trying to make a change, and the Nine of Wands tells me that it's difficult, and you're not going to give up because you are someone who goes the distance. You have a lot of power in this situation, but round about mid-month, you've got a major breakthrough happening for you, okay? In the most positive of ways. So with the Judgment card, I really feel you're going to have a massive dose of intuition, and mid-month there is a breakthrough. You can see that already with the Cosmos card, which is the equivalent of the World card. The World card in this position can indicate things have been in delay, or you've felt that there have been problems in some areas that you've been trying to overcome and it's been hard. There's been some hardships there. But with the Tower present and the Cosmos card, it tells me that you're entering a new cycle where you're liberating yourself out of a very stuck situation, and there is change, major change this month, okay? Now, with your sixth house being influencing you, it can mean that you are restructuring your schedule to make sure that you've got more time for you or things that you love. You may have felt that things have just been, on autopilot, but now I feel you are actually on your life's path. And with the 12th house taking over at the end of the month, this is more of a philosophical phase where you after a period of being very busy and productive, you start to want to withdraw and have some downtime, maybe even book a vacation or take a vacation during this time. It's an opportunity to reflect on where you are, where you feel like you've been, and where you want to go, and take the next steps on that. Also, you'll implement a few more spiritual practices this month, paying most attention to mindfulness this month in particular. But as we see there with the Cosmos card, I can see that there is an opportunity to elevate in some area of your life. For some of you, you may have been working really hard for a promotion or a raise if you're in the working environment. I do see that there is something to celebrate at the end of the month. It could be a new position that you will start. It could be even a new new job if you're putting your resume out there, because with the Fool card, I definitely see that there is like a new opportunity to restart or start something again, afresh, but you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. So I really feel that whatever it is that you're connecting to, you're elevating and you're moving on up. I do feel the money will be kind of like a little bit on the same level, maybe even just a little bit more, but I really feel you'll staircase a little bit more later on. So there is more financial reward coming in for you as well. Now, some of you with the World card and the Fool card, some of you may be thinking about emigrating or even thinking about moving, relocating somewhere. But the main energy I've got is you need a break. You need to get away, or you're contemplating getting away. And some of you, if you can't afford it, you may be saving for an opportunity to get out there and have an adventure. You will afford it in a quicker time than you expected. Now, with the Tower card in this position, it tends to tell me that there is change and upheaval going on in your life, but with it in this position, it means you avoid any sort of disastrous moments. It basically indicates you're going to remove yourself from your comfort zone this month, and you're going to enjoy it, okay? Some of you, if you're in the working environment, you may see major restructures going on where someone who is very toxic in the office actually suddenly decides to leave, or is sacked, let's put it that way, is let go of. It could be someone who's really causing your life a little bit of a misery. You may hear of their sudden departure from the environment, which actually leads to a lot more fresher energy, and I feel like this departure would be celebrated, okay? Now, also with the Tower energy, I feel like this is an opportunity to rebuild something that perhaps has been difficult for you, okay? If some of you have lost your job before you came to this reading, I definitely see that there is a new opportunity being offered to you, and you have a choice. I feel there's two, but there's one in particular that you're like, it's a no-brainer. You're going to take that opportunity. It's a wonderful new start, and the people that you'll work with are really awesome. For some of you, you may be thinking about setting up on your own, becoming an entrepreneur, and I really feel that there's a bit of anxiety or worry about that, but it's nothing to worry about. By the end of the month, you're all plain sailing, and it's like second nature. So yes, whenever you're about to do something that you feel is important to you, or you're connecting to something that's important, there can be high anxiety or a little bit of sleeplessness if you're feeling a little bit like concerned, because you're worried that what if things don't go very well. But what I can see here in the cards are that things are going to go even better than you expect, and you're going to celebrate yourself in some area of your life and be proud of the accomplishments that you make. Now, also, if you're not in the working environment, and this is on a personal level, some of you are going to make a major step to cut something out that has been bothering you or holding you back for some time. Could be a person, could be someone who is quite cutting, quite cold, someone who perhaps is unkind in some way. Could be a friend who, one of those people who, they don't celebrate your wins. I don't really call those people friends, but we've all experienced someone who perhaps doesn't celebrate your win because they wish it was them, or they are someone who can be a little bit cold at times, a bit detached. I feel like you're taking a step back from this energy if there's someone like that in your environment, or if someone who does not support your goals or your dreams. I feel like you're going to detach yourself a little bit from that person and reclaim your power to make sure that they no longer have any influence or power over your life. That's what I'm picking up here. With the Queen of Swords, I really get a sense that this month you're going to be super organized on something. You have to make a decision. So you're going to be very clear-minded, and you're going to be very cutting. You're going to be very concise and direct about what you want, and be very realistic as well about your goals. You've got a really healthy balance between your head and your heart this month, because if we only lead with our heart, and Leo, you are a very passionate sign, you lead with your heart, you're wonderfully intense, and it's important to keep that level of logic as well. You know, I'm a Scorpio, so, you know, I feel deeply on everything, but I must keep a healthy balance with logic. Otherwise, I can get consumed by my emotions and with my deep thoughts. So I really feel you're finding that balance this month on a personal level. And with the Queen of Swords in this position, it also tells me that if you have not been speaking up on something, if you've been letting something slide in your life, I feel this month it's not going to happen. This month you're being really direct and saying what you mean and meaning what you say. You know, sometimes we can be a very direct person who's very honest and open, but we may not want to hurt someone's feelings. So we say things in a different way, or we sit back and don't say anything. Or if there's a very delicate situation where you feel you cannot voice your opinion on something, even though you have a very strong opinion on it, I feel this month you will find a diplomatic way to approach it and be very direct and straightforward about what you want. If you are going for a promotion or raise, be direct about what you expect in terms of your pay packet, because they may try to undercut you, or they may try to, they don't undervalue you, okay? I don't feel like that at all, but I feel like if they have an opportunity to not pay you as much as you truly deserve, they will find a way to do that. So stay true to your values and what you expect, because I really feel you'll get a little bit more than you expect if you really, you know, hold your ground. Now, just picking up on one more thing, interesting. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Now, I want you to be aware, you're going to see it crowns everywhere you go this month, okay? Crowns. And they just gave me that. They gave it to me. I do a little meditation 10 minutes before, you know, for about 10 minutes before your reading. And they showed me the image of crowns. And I even wrote it down. I'm just going to show you. One moment, please. You probably can't read my writing, but I did do a little drawing of it as well. So I don't mention anything that comes up in the meditation, just in case some of it is for me. But if it shows up in the water again, then I will let you know. So it did show up in the water again, and they're really highlighting the crown there on that card as well. So I hope you can read that. It said crowns. I mean, it's very scrawled writing, but it said crowns, and I did draw, not very well, but my interpretation of a crown whilst I was scrying for you at the beginning, okay? So you're going to see crowns everywhere you go. Now, this is a reminder that, you know, you can do anything. Just know that you can do anything. It's really important to keep that sense about you, to know that you are good enough, that you are truly deserving of this abundance and this breakthrough that's happening for you. Also, you know, on the tower energy, we've got the crown falling off here. I really want to tell you, remember your crown. Okay? It's almost like, remember your regal status as a Leo. Okay, you know, to hold your power this month, because there may be someone who tries to undercut you or undervalue you in some way, and you have a beautiful, loving presence. And sometimes people can misconstrue that as weakness, and that's not you at all, because you're very strong. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. Remember your crown, okay? Even when there's moments where you may feel like losing your temper or losing... I feel whenever we as humans lose our temper, we lose the battle. So I feel standing strong, finding a diplomatic way to be direct and get what you want, or be direct and be honest about the situation, will put you in a more powerful position. Also, what's that? There's an energy coming through, and I can't quite pin it right now. One moment. I'm just really going to try and... I'm going to pull a card on it and see if I can get it. This reading is pretty intense. It isn't normally like this, but what is that energy? Okay. Well, I feel something that perhaps you've been trying to manifest, or you've been working towards for quite some time. It's almost like you're at that stage of believing it'll never show up for you, but they're actually giving me that out of the blue, in divine timing, something that you've been desiring is going to show up for you. Remember, thoughts become things. As soon as you start to think it's not going to show up for you, it's almost like you push it away. So they just want you to be aware of that. We got the Seven of Cups here, which indicates you have a lot of options this month, and use your imagination. I just wanted to see what that energy was, because the Seven of Cups is like, you can dream of every opportunity and you can bring it to life. Seize that opportunity to allow yourself to visualize, because the Nine of Cups indicates you will get your wish, you will get your desire, you'll be satisfied with the outcome. I do feel there's a lot of pleasure happening for you this month. I gotta be honest with you, the beginning of the month may feel a little bit difficult, okay? But as you move through, I would say around about the 12th of July, there's a real breakthrough in energy for you, and I feel things get a much easier for you. Lots of new starts happening for you as well. And new starts, people are like, how can you have a new start every month? Well, you can start controlling an addiction. You can start controlling a diet. You can start a new job. You can start a new route to work. You can, I really feel you're trying to keep things fresh in your life. And at the end of the month, you start implementing structures that bring a little bit more spontaneity, a little bit more fun into your life as well. Now, the Fool card, I'm being given a wonderful energy here, that someone is going to compliment you this month, that you do not look your age, okay? You're young at heart. And yes, the world is a crazy place, and it has always been, but the last couple of years have really ramped up that level of crazy. And it may have put a little bit of pressure on you, but I really feel you, that stress and anxiety is not on your physical appearance. They're just showing me that you're going to get a compliment from someone who's younger than you, that you do not look your age, okay? I mean, that's just come through there as well. Now, on the Fool card, we can see that wonderful cat there. It's like springing to life. So whatever changes you're making or choices you have, and you are taking the choice that resonates with you the most, it's actually going to put a spring in your step. And I really feel there's a sense of independence at the end of the month. So whether you're going solo in something, some of you, if you have been going through a divorce and it's been difficult or messy, I definitely get this sense of freedom, that you're perhaps it's coming to an end, or you're liberating yourself from that energy, and you're eager to experience independent life. With the Fool card, I really get a sense of you making some sort of new start that will almost affect the rest of your life in the most positive of ways. There's an enthusiasm here. I really get a sense here of you taking a leap of faith in some area. There's more hope. You're taking a chance on a new path or a new opportunity, and there's a portal opening for you that allows you to have more freedom, is what I'm getting. Now, what I'm getting here as well is, I want you to be aware that Saturn is currently in retrograde, and it's in the sign of Pisces. So on a personal level, there is karmic retribution, shall we say, for us all collectively. And if you've been working really hard to accomplish something, your efforts will pay off. There's major breakthroughs this month for you. But of course, if you have not been your best self, then of course we will get karmic retribution for that also. You may also see things like that on a global scale. We'll continue to see exposés of documents, governments, healthcare systems, things like that, as Pisces rules those areas, and Saturn, of course, uncovers or exposes the hidden, along with Pluto. Now, I already mentioned last month that you'll see government restructures and, major events occurring around major governments. We've started to see that in certain countries where strict policies are challenged by the collective. You may see more of that up until November, but then the power will shift. But on a personal level, I want you to be aware it's about freeing yourself up from anything that's been almost controlling you from your past, or so I really feel that you're being so honest with yourself this month, where you're like, look, I've been trying really hard to cut that out of my life or out of my diet, or even if it's to bring more peace of mind or not be so impatient, all those human attributes and emotions, I really feel like you're freeing yourself up from those things. And there's a lot more fun to be had, a lot more energy to be had at the end of the month for you, because you're bringing balance into your life. Now, Six of Pentacles also indicates that you're giving your time to things that matter to you, okay? Some of you may also do some charitable work this month, or you may be even invited to a charitable event where you will meet new people that will resonate with you and become good friends for life. Six of Pentacles also tends to mean that the universe suddenly offers you a wonderful new resource, an unexpected resource, or a surprise. It could be a financial surprise. It is being generous to you at the end of the month, and so there's going to be lots of pleasant surprises for you. Also, I mean, it is your birthday month, so there is a gifting energy coming through on the reading for you, but also someone may be extra generous with their gifting to you this month as well. And you may also receive something for free this month. It could be a coffee, could be like a little muffin, it could even be a free gift in the mail. If you've purchased something, the person who sends it may actually send you a little something extra as a thank you. With the Six of Pentacles, I really feel this is a month of you also keeping a tight rein on your finances, making sure that things are ticking over nicely. I want to say there's like this big, like, you know, drama or something a little bit more exciting happening for you in the month of July, but I actually feel it's you being really organized and just focusing on what's healthy for you and what's not. I do see some changes, some shifts in a positive sense, that you will celebrate some really great news happening at the end of the month, but the beginning of the month, it will feel a little bit disconnected for you, okay? We do have the Four of Wands, which means that, number one, something you've been prepared for or something you've been working really hard towards. Maybe you've been feeling restless or frustrated that it hasn't moved forward. You get some sort of indication that it is happening for you. It's almost like a milestone, and I feel it's something to be celebrated. Also, some of you, if you're thinking about going into real estate, or you're actually thinking about relocating and you're looking for a property, whether it's to sell or purchase, I really get that the end of the month is perfect for you to move forward on that. But the Four of Wands is really about you being in a new creative phase as well. So if you've been feeling a little bit stuck creatively or stagnant, suddenly you'll be revitalized and you're a little bit more inspired this month, a little bit more productive as well. Also connecting to music, being in sync with your friends and those people that you really care about. But this is a card of bringing a lot more pleasure into your life and being out in good company. So at the beginning of the month, you know, I really feel like you're focused on your tasks or something that has been really difficult to accomplish. And then towards the end of the month, you're getting out there trusting that everything is in order and just letting your hair down, okay? Also, it's going to be a magical time for really good news, okay, is what I'm seeing here. Some of you, if you're in business, you may want to network. If you're retired, for example, or you're stay-at-home parent, it can also be that you decide to, connect to a hobby or something, some sort of communal event that gets you connected to people in similar situations as you, doing things that you love with good people is what I see here as well, okay? Also, I feel you may visit family. Some of you may actually take a short trip to visit family or soul tribe members, people that you haven't seen for a while. Also, I'm getting an energy of someone from your past is coming back on in, and I'm just going to pull a card on that actually. I'm not saying it's a lover, I just want, or an ex. I'm just seeing that energy, so coming through. Ten of Cups, the World card. Okay, this is someone who you really enjoy hearing from. They may be overseas, or they may be coming to visit your area. Okay, this is someone who you'll just have a really great time reconnecting with that person. Okay, okay, Two of Cups. Now, Two of Cups energy, I mean, it doesn't have to be an ex, but it can be someone that you had a flirtation with in the past, or someone that you always thought, you know, you would have made a good couple with this person. I mean, what I'm getting is two energies. One is that there is a potential here for a powerful romantic connection between you and this person from the past. I mean, it could be someone that you used to work with. It could be someone that you really miss sometimes, and you think about this person a lot, because I'm really getting a sense that things that you think about, you start to bring about this month. So thoughts become things. Remember that. And the other energy I've got is the Two of Cups is really quite close to the Lover's card, where it's you're attracting your heart's desire. So whatever it is that you are desiring at this time, you're entering a new cycle where you attract it into your life. And this is a card of, you know, celebrating something, or you know, being understood, or connecting to good friends, people who are considered your soulmate. A soulmate doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It can be a soulmate who is a friend, someone that you really vibe with, and feel connected with as well. Okay, now your final card here is the Three of Cups, which is about celebration, getting out there, enjoying yourself, letting your hair down. But again, it's another card that indicates you will toast good news. Okay, Three of Cups indicates that you'll be enjoying community, or someone may share some sort of advice that helps you in some way. But also it's about spending time with family, friends, people who matter, companions, and sharing, you know, the most important moments. We can all reach for goals and accomplishments and money and all of those things, but this month is all about what really truly matters, and the people who matter in your life as well. Okay, I really get a sense that finding your place amongst soul tribe members or community is important to you as well. So whether that's through a hobby, or whether that's, you know, at the gym, or in a communal event, or maybe even like festivals. I really get a sense that some of you may be going out to festivals, or connecting to events that have live music. That's happening, that's coming through here. It will help you raise your vibrations. So let me see if I can see anything else there. We've got destiny. So again, that connects to the fact that you got the Judgment card earlier. It says here, wealth through purpose, life path, mission, fulfilled, healer, artist, self-employed. So with the spider there, it basically means that you are, you know, weaving your web, and you're attracting a lot of opportunities. Spiders tend to be all about good luck and fulfillment. And it's golden, of course, so I do feel there's a lot of reward happening for you, but you must trust your intuition, okay? Follow it, as well as back it up with that plan, that logical plan as well. I feel like you're putting your plans into motion, and there's going to be a lot of reward that comes from that as well, okay? Now we also have options. So again, I mean, all these cards tell me that you have a big decision to make this month. And it says here, weighing up the pros and cons. Could be a job change, or a move, or an offer. Could also be justice, law, mediator, or balance. So again, there's this big sense in your reading of bringing balance into your life. You know, if you're working really hard towards something, and you find that you've never got any time for you to relax or go out with friends, then you need to readdress the balance, because life cannot be lived in just that energy. It's not good for your health or for your mindset. Variety is the spice of life, okay? So with the options card, you can even see there's a golden egg there. So I do feel some of you may be weighing up a new opportunity, or you're hatching a plan in some way that makes you come out of your comfort zone to take that leap of faith. It puts you in a really powerful position, and it brings a lot of reward as well. And we have service, okay? That really connects to your sixth house. It's a very busy bee there. Thrive in community, similar goals, do your part, benefits for all, and the sweet life. So I feel something you've been working really hard towards will bring reward. And I feel that this month does feel a little bit like you're being productive, you're getting stuff done. And it's only towards the end of the month where you start to think, you know what, there's some really good stuff happening, and you're really proud of yourself and everything that you've accomplished. Now I'm just going to go and get a final card for you, just to see what else they want me to give you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Really interesting. The only thing they've really given me is that sentence, and also the crown. So the crown is a reminder that what you think you can have in your hand, what you have in your mind, you can have in your hand. Okay, the crown chakra is to know. Okay, it is to know that you will be successful. It is to know that you are loved. It is to know that you are a good friend, because when you know that you are all of these things, you attract that into your life. Okay, now we do have seal. Okay, so that's sealing the deal. It could be a business contract coming on in for you. Documents, gift of money. Okay, as I said, someone's going to give you a gift, and it's a little bit more like generous than usual. We've got writing, clerical, paperwork, staying put. I really feel your voice is important this month as well. Okay, so connecting to any projects where you either give a presentation or even, you know, finding the right words to express how you truly feel to get what you want. But also look out for your physical mail, because I do feel there's an important document that comes in there, and you don't want to miss it. Okay, it could be something to do with a car. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I'm picking up car energy right now. So it could be to do with a car. It could be like, you know, the registration form or a tax document or something like that. So, I mean, what I want to say is, you know, there could be an unexpected bill there as well. So just look out for that. I mean, it could be a fine. Nobody likes to hear that message, but it is coming through, so I've got to give it. That may not resonate with all of you, but I feel a small percentage of you may have that, okay? Now we do have gears as well. And it says here, money flow, hard work, putting plans in motion. I think I even said that, putting your plans in motion. Building, team, taking off, security. So you're building financial security, and this month really just feels like, you know, everything's starting to slot into place. And sometimes when, I mean, that feels very rewarding and very satisfying, but you know, when things are being put in place, it just feels sometimes like you're on autopilot. And that's kind of the energy I feel for you right at the beginning of the month. But once all of that is in place, you'll recognize you're in a very secure position and that actually you're attracting gain, okay? We do have wings as your final card. Rising above money issues, businesses taking off, profit, spiritual work, life purpose, and mission. So again, this month really is about who you are, where you want to go, and you know, what is your true life purpose. And you're getting a lot of clarity, a lot of answers there as well. Also, they're indicating something that you've been praying for is going to be sent to you this month. Look out for the crowns. They keep just giving me, look out for the crowns. These are signifiers, images that you will see over the next month of some sort of good news coming your way. Okay, so what they're actually showing me is a crown that is embossed in like the pavement. It's really bizarre. So you could see it anywhere. You could see it on a billboard. They're showing me one that's embossed in the pavement or on the sidewalk. So look out for that. It could be a sign. Could even be, you know, if you're connecting to a business, or even if you're connecting to a hobby, the logo of the company could be a crown. It indicates you're in the right place at the right time to meet the right opportunities or meet the right people. Okay. Now your final trinket. We have an owl, okay? Owl is all about knowledge, wisdom, okay? And it's also about seeing things 360 in your life. Owls are very important because it indicates in silence, so taking some time to withdraw, especially with your 12th house, knowledge will arrive to you, okay? Also, you may see owls over the next couple of weeks. But I really feel your wisdom, your knowledge, and your intuition is actually putting you in the right position to meet the rewards that are headed in your direction. So I really feel it's almost like a cataclysm energy, like you are prepared and you are ready and you've been working towards something, and now the reward is making its way towards you, and both of you will meet in the middle. It's been a long time coming, but I definitely see that this is a very positive month for you, where you're attracting all the things that you desire. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. That was a very interesting reading, shall we say. I'm sending you a huge hug out there if you've been struggling with something, my beautiful Leos, but things are going to get better, especially around about the 12th of July. There is a breakthrough for you, okay? So if something resonates, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, some of you have been asking about, you know, the environment. You may have felt that I've moved rooms. I'm just down the hall, and I've just, you know, put up some panels here, and I've got a new microphone to cancel out the sound because they're doing major demolition work across the road for me, okay? So some of you have said that my voice sounds different, but it may be the microphone. Sometimes microphones can make you feel or sound a little bit tinny or a little bit, you know. I've just changed those things in order to eliminate the loud sounds that are occurring, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates. Thank you so much, and love and light.